Hello, everyone. My name is Cole, and I'm with CHH Hysteria. I am sitting here with Dalton the Nerd, a photographer in CHH. What's up, Dalton?
Yo, was good.
Yes, thank you for allowing us to do a little short interview with you. This is our first entry for the CHH Community Spotlight, where we're just going to be talking about people that are behind the scenes that you might not hear about as much, that do a lot for CHH. So, yeah, Dalton's a photographer. I met him a few times. I met him in Atlanta and then in Missouri. He was shooting for Halvey and Rockstar and Tori, so that was really cool. But yeah, how long have you been shooting photos and videos, and then how did you get started? And then, like, kind of to top the question off, how did you get started doing this professionally versus a hobby?
So to kind of a loaded question, so I'll start at the beginning. So I've been shooting, this is year nine, I believe.
Okay,
It's
so a
year eight
while.
or nine, somewhere in there. I started when I was around 12 doing this stuff. I'm 20 now. But how I got started doing it, so I've always there's kind of two lines here. It's how I got started doing it in general, and then how I got started doing it with like the music industry. And in general, I wanted to be a Minecraft YouTuber, and so I wanted to make gaming videos, and I did. But in order to do gaming videos, I had to learn how to edit and Photoshop and all that stuff. And when I realized, I was making about 5 cents per video, I was like, dang, I guess I have to get a real job. And then I was like, wait a minute. If I do this with like actual pictures and videos, it is a real job. Cool. And so my church started, my youth pastor actually at the time saw a video that I made. He was like, dude, this is sick. If you'd come do this at this camp that we're doing, um, we'll let you go to camp for free if you make us this video. And I was like, shoot, $45, I ain't gotta pay. All right, like I'll go. And so I did it. Video is terrible. It still exists today, but it is atrocious. I shot it on this like handy cam that did like 720p. It's terrible. So yeah, realistically, video is like where I came from, and that's like my main thing. But yeah, so I did that for the church for all those years, and I kept doing bigger, better videos each time until people in the church that owned businesses would kind of be like, "Oh, come do this for my business or whatever." And I got to a point that when I was a sophomore in high school, I believe, we were going to this conference, and this Southern Baptist bunch of rednecks like concert or a conference thing, and Lecrae had a set, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I like Christian rap." And I looked online at the website, and I was like, "It says no professional cameras, much like every other concert I've been to, so I guess I can't do this." Um, and then my old youth pastor was the guy who was like in charge of the whole event, and I asked him, and he was like, "Yeah, if you just like show up, basically, like I don't think anyone will care." He basically was like, in a way, kind of encouraging me to sneak my camera in, so I did, and I was like, "Oh shoot," snuck in. And so during Lecrae's set, I'm sitting there snapping pictures the whole time, like trying to get all up in like the side stage and stuff. And security is like trying to get me like out of there. Security is trying to get me to my seat. So I'm like 14, 15, like dodging security at this like youth conference. And then as soon as we're done, I go back and I edit the pictures and I put them all over my Instagram. And all the kids from my youth group are like, "What the heck? This is crazy." And then next time a Reach show came to town, I emailed them the pictures and I was like, "Yo, I've shot for you guys before. Let me come shoot this show too." And they were like, "All right, cool. Are these cool pictures?" So they didn't know that I had like essentially finessed them, but I
Right.
did. I did that. So my second show I shot was like RG and Dill and Mowgli.
Mm,
And then from there, the next show I did was a Taryn Wells and Danny Goki show, which was a wild like jump in progression.
right.
So I just went for years kind of shooting that stuff, just more so as a hobby, honestly. I just wanted cool Instagram pictures and people let me do it. So it's not like I make big money doing CHH photography. Like people haven't paid me too much to do concert photos. It's just more of a fun thing for me. So honestly, I would say I still didn't even really do that professionally. It's the video work that gets the
Mm.
money. but my networking by doing those photos is what's opened the doors to do those videos. So like, you know, one of my big videos is Swivel with Swayze. That video would not have happened if I wasn't at this show shooting pictures for free that he was at and we met. So it pretty much, a lot of people would see it as an L because, you know, like not getting paid for it, but it pays off long term. So professionally, I've been like a full-time creative without a day job for like about a year and a half now.
Oh, damn.
But I've been doing it actually professionally and like running the business side of it since like 2015. But yeah, it's definitely entertaining.
Yeah, for real. And I feel like every good story starts out with, well, when I was a kid, I wanted to make Minecraft videos. Like every person at some point in their life wanted to make Minecraft videos, I swear. But yeah,
Bro,
that's
the amount of people in this space that I've talked to. I'm like, how did you get started? Like, bro, Minecraft videos. And I'm like,
e- even David Livick started with Minecraft videos. I don't know if you knew that.
well,
It's so funny.
I think Swayze started with Minecraft stuff too. Okay, our first meeting, a little inside scoop here. Our first meeting for the Swivel video happened over a game of Minecraft Sky Wars.
Hey.
We were talking on the
Good
phone,
times.
I was like, man, this is boring. Let's go hop on Minecraft. And so we're just sitting there playing Minecraft. And we're like, all right, yeah, we could shoot at this location on this day. And he was like, all right, bet.
That's a good time. That's a good time. But yeah, that's a really cool story. I love how, like, you know, it's been going on for so long, since for like you said 8 years. That's crazy. And your first shoot was technically Cray. That's crazy. But
Yeah.
so what is your favorite part of like shooting videos and concerts for CHH?
I don't know. The concert, shooting pictures at concerts, it's cool because it's like I get to feel like I'm actually like doing something, contributing in a way. I'm not just there and I'm standing there. This actually came from like a conversation that I had with an artist. The artist like kind of pulled me aside before a show and prayed over me, which was weird. I'd like It was awesome, but it was weird. I'm not used to that. I'm used to like, oh, we pray for the dude that's about to go up on stage. Like that's usually how it works. But he came and prayed over me and one of the other photographers, and he was talking about how that like we had this really important job because we were providing the ministry for the thousands of people that weren't there. And he was like, you know, sure, there's like 100 people out there, but there's like, you know, 50,000 that are only going to see this. And he really just kind of made me realize how important of a job it was. And I mean, that's honestly just my ministry, because not a lot of people, I mean, the amount of people when I say, oh, I do work in ministry and in Christian rap, they're just like, that, you know, rap music is of the devil. What are you talking about? You know, like stuff like that. And
Yeah.
so it's just dope to have my ministry and my passion kind of like work together. I mean, the people in this space are some of my closest friends, but also it's just fun. You know, definitely the conversations and moments that happen like backstage and things like that are awesome. Like, you know, I've just been a fly on the wall for so many just like career altering moments for these artists, and like it's wild. And you know, I'll see something happen and people will be like, dude, that's awesome. I'm like, I was there when he told him that idea. It's like it's
Yeah.
so dope. But yeah, that would definitely be it. And as far as on the video side, I mean, being the video director, I just get to like take my ideas. You know, when the artist is open to that. Obviously, a lot of them have their own ideas for videos, but if it's one that like, I mean, a lot of artists will let me like kind of conceptualize and run with the vision that I have, just to be able to creatively execute a vision that I came up with based off of somebody else's art that their fan base and their audience gets to see. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is really cool. I love that, and I love how you like kind of call it like a ministry. You know, because like everyone, you know, like even in the Bible talks about how, like everyone has different jobs, and like not one job is more important than the other. So it's like awesome. Um,
Oh yeah.
but yeah. So do you have any advice for people that are wanting to become photographers or videographers, specifically within like CHH, on how like to get in the industry?
Um, Keep your day job or do something else outside of CHH, because
Yeah.
like I love the space. It's an awesome, cool space, but if you are trying to make a living strictly off of shooting photos and videos for people in CHH, you have to either have a monopoly on the entire industry and you'll just have like an okay living, or more realistically, it's just some side money because Christian rappers are broke. It is what it is. And that's so I would encourage, I would say the music industry really provides less than like 15% of my like revenue slash income for the entire year. So if you're doing photography, videography in the space, make it more of a hobby thing, because that was something that I had that really kind of messed me up. Was I went into it thinking, oh man, if I walk in the door at Reach Records, I'm automatically going to be making six figures a year or whatever, something crazy like that. And I walked in there and realized nobody's making that kind of money there. um, and or anywhere for that matter. So it's you got to run your business first. Like I said, over 80% of the things that I do are for other businesses and companies and things of that nature. Most of the stuff I do is boring corporate videos, and then I get to go have some fun with the Christian rap stuff on the side. So really just realizing the mindset of this isn't the end all be all, it's just something fun you kind of get to do.
Yes, sir,
That's a
that's
good
good.
part.
Yeah, if you want money, CHH really isn't the way to go in anything, to be fair.
Facts.
So,
Honestly, this music industry as a whole, because like, I mean, you
yeah, for
definitely
real.
can make more money into the secular market, but still, most of the money is prop money in the videos and things like that.
Yeah.
It's not. They're
And there's
not as
also,
ball as you think they are.
right, yeah. You don't really make much music as a musician or being a part of the industry for sure. Um, so, yeah, what has been your favorite event or music video to shoot?
Oh, this is tough. That I got two videos that I would say are my favorite that I've shot.
Okay.
One was Swivel, because me and both of them with my homie Ben, who works for my company. Swivel, we woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning and drove to Augusta to shoot Swivel with Swayze. And Holvey drove down from the studio that day too. Um, we like shot from like 12 p.m. to like almost midnight, and then drove
Dang.
back the same day. Didn't get home till
Sheesh.
like 3, 4 in the morning, and
Man.
I still had to go to work the next day. Like it was one of the worst decisions, but best decisions at the
Oh,
same
for
time.
sure. I get that.
And like it was my first time like officially working with Swayze. And I mean, man's one of my best friends now, but the dude is just a clown. Awesome to work with, like very easygoing. Like if something gets messed up, he's not like, oh no, this is getting messed up. It's just like, well, we tried. At least we had fun. And
Right.
too many people get too pressed about stuff, so I like that kind of energy. It's just a fun time working in general. I mean, we were rolling around in office chairs on a parking deck. I mean, it was just fun.
Yeah.
And the second favorite one was the No Sunshine video for Ringo. Me and Ben woke up at like 4 in the morning, drove 7 hours to Louisiana, got there at like
Dang.
4 p.m., started shooting, shot all the way until like 10 p.m., woke up the next morning, shot again, and then drove home again. This time it was like 10 hours because there was traffic. Got home at like 3 or 4 in the morning again, just because we didn't want to pay for another hotel.
I mean, I get that, honestly.
Yeah, but it was just fun. Like, that shoot with Ringo was fun because it was just like, I don't know, I just wasn't expecting it. It was just very interesting dynamic because we were like shooting in like areas of Louisiana that I'd never been to,
Mm.
and like we were shooting this kind of like part of it was in this like real sketchy part of town, and then you go 10 minutes down the road, and our hotel was next to the duck commander offices. It was so wild. But no, it was just a good time. Just the memories made on that trip were crazy. But yeah, and as far as events, the event that just sticks out in my mind, it was insane, was a show that I wasn't even officially shooting. It was the Social Club Into the Night tour in
Mm.
2018. I didn't have a photo pass or anything, so they had a rule that said no professional cameras. Um, and it said like phones only. So I rigged my phone up on my Cine rig. So I put it on like the gimbal with like the stuff on the front, but it was just my phone. So when I walk in, they're just kind of looking at me. And I was like, "What? It's a phone." And like
Man.
people have talked to me since then, like literally people from Social Club, they were like, "Yeah, no, you were the kid that was there with the phone and the big rig in the front row." Like they apparently have like I had become an inside joke at one point with them, and I was like, "This is wild."
That's so funny.
It was just an awesome show. It was like the week, if I'm not mistaken, the week before RG got signed, and he was there as a special guest.
Oh man.
But it was just one of the most hype shows I've ever been to. It was just a dope time.
Man, that does sound like a lot of fun. That's funny that you became an inside joke. I love that. It's super funny. So yeah, for the final question, well, let's end it off on a less serious note. So what would be the worst buy one get one free sale of all time?
Coffins, easily.
Yeah, that's a good answer. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a smart investment though. Coffins are expensive. Kind of sad, but
That's I mean, you could buy one get one. Just be like, get one,
Have a
get one
coffin.
for a girl or something. Be like, hey yo, just gonna make sure you don't have to worry about this later.
Right. If you stay with me for the rest of your life, you get a free coffin.
Ah, ah.
Can't fight with that. But yeah, thank you for coming on, and thank you for all you do. We love your photos, love looking at them, your videos, all of it. But yeah,
Appreciate it.
leave a comment on your favorite thing that Dalton has done, like video or photo or whatever.
Wait, hold on. Can I just say something real quick?
Of course, bro.
All right. I just got to talk about how ridiculous this man is. The first time I met him, I was in Missouri. I had flown there with JT, and we're like walking by, and I heard someone like say my name in conversation. They were like, I think you guys were just like mentioning that you had just seen me or something. And so I'm walking by this like group of people, and I just hear my name, and I just kind of stopped, and I was like. And we had like talked on Instagram, and I knew you guys were coming, and so I was like, "Oh, okay, it's you guys." But not what was it, like 8 hours or something that you guys?
Yeah, it was like
drove?
eight and a half, something like that. It wasn't that bad. I'm from the Midwest, bro.
8.5 hours to a youth group show that like maybe 60 people were at.
And half of them were kids. I did not expect that part, bro.
Oh yeah, no, it was literally like basically like a youth summer camp type joint. Y'all drove 8.5 hours. That was wild. And I'm assuming y'all flew to Holy Smoke, right?
Yeah, bro. I mean, we thought about driving, but it's like 13 hours, and then when you put in gas prices, it was cheaper to fly at that point.
Yeah. Nah. But long
no
story short, they're insane. That's
I mean,
all.
in my defense, it was the first concert since COVID, so I was like, I'm going to this no matter what, bro. So
That's fair, man. Anyway, yeah, you guys do great work, and
thank you.
You do something that we need in this space, and
Thank you.
You guys do a great job with it. So.
Thank you. Right back at you, bro. But yeah, until next time.